The Nigeria privacy tour begins. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I'm Andy Signor. So excited to be here with Sue Smith. How you doing, Sue?
I'm doing fine, Andy. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So thank you for dropping in last minute to help me back me up on some of this because it's all coming in hot. Meghan Markle they're welcoming her home after discovering her Nigerian heritage. Oh, Sue, you must be so ecstatic to see Meghan out there with all her Nigerian family because, yeah, that's a thing. We're going to go through this. But before we go through it, can you explain that? So she took an ancestry test or did one of those DNA shows and they came back and said she had Nigerian heritage. Can you set us up before we get to this?
Yes, here, it's very simple. Earlier on, years ago, she claims that she had Malta. She had a history from Malta. And so Elle magazine took her all the way to Malta and did this whole photo shoot. And then when they realized they couldn't back up any of her claims, they killed the story. Now she claims that she's done a genealogy test and she's 43% Nigerian, which I find very interesting because that's a country, not an ethnicity.
Yes.
So I can't say the word I can't say it. But I'm a little surprised that Nigeria just grabbed this and ran with it without demanding a test of their own that they could prove her claims. Instead, they've invited her in and they're rolling out the red carpet for her. Could you imagine the embarrassment if somebody eventually does a test and finds out she lied?
Well, it's true. Like when I did my ancestry thing, like it says like very specific places in Ireland and Italy and all over, right? It doesn't say Italy, Irish. Like, so she's not really saying where she's from specifically, which is a huge tell that she's making this up, people. But anyway, of course she's got to, hey, Nigeria works. Let's own it. And so now she's done that. And of course, they've prepared this worldwide Nigeria privacy tour so they can go with seemingly Netflix cameras there in tow to make a big stink. So here's some clips we'll watch with Sue watching. Here we go. Showing up to Abuja. Oh, the welcome. Of course, Meghan goes immediately. Welcome home. Hi, oh hi, and now yay, let's pose with your necklaces and be all happy, yay.
Your friend in your class not smiling, what are you going to do? Are you going to check in on them? Are you going to ask them if they're okay?
Oh my God.
Because it's okay not to be okay.
What is that? That is the message. Oh, you Nigerian students, if you ever see someone not smiling, make sure you're bothering them. Are you okay? It's okay to not be okay. Oh my God.
Okay, so first of all,
he's the worst speaker ever. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, first of all, at the very beginning, you skipped a little segment. I myself am doing a video of each day. And one of the first things I noticed is right here at the beginning, watch what happens when she gets to the end of the line.
This isn't the full clip. This is just a little edited.
It's just cut out. But essentially what happens is the woman is in the line talking to her, and she just turns away from her, looks behind her, and starts pulling Harry, just like she did at the Intrepid Awards. Starts pulling Harry away. Harry, come on, you have to look. I'm like, oh my God, her behavior hasn't changed at all. Exactly the same thing. I was so embarrassing, number one. Number two, her outfit. This is a country that likes modesty. A lot of people there are Muslim. And she's wearing this like almost backless, shoulderless, sleeveless dress, giving these sexy looks at an elementary school. I'm like, you're at school. What's with the clothing? What are you doing? And,
of course. Well, one thing I noticed. Of course, it's all for this thing's reloading. I just saw the poster. Oh, damn it! It had for Archewell.
It's Harry and Meghan from the
Archewell Foundation is what they're really focusing on, which is fascinating because now it's a tax write-off.
Yes, so far. Oh, and they announced that they're expanding one of their deals, and it says "Welcome Harry and Meghan" on the sign. And this was supposedly all for Archewell. I mean, for Invictus, and you haven't heard a word about Invictus. Not one word.
No, this is all tax write-off. So now they can go there, and this whole trip is for charity. And meanwhile, look, I mean, that camera guy is a Netflix camera guy, without a doubt. That guy's a Netflix camera guy. You can just
He's
tell.
running around with the thing in
They
his
only
hand.
do these events if they can document it for another reason. That's really why they. Oh, hi, yes. Well, I've never seen someone so charitable have to have cameras there filming all of the charity. Do you know what I mean?
And you realize that Neeson Harriman is also there.
Who's that?
Neeson Harriman.
Oh, explain to the audience who doesn't know.
Okay, Neeson Harriman is the photographer who took the pregnancy photos of Harry and Meghan under the tree. And there was a big stink because he claims they weren't photoshopped, and come to find out they were.
Yes.
And
he got a big tiff online too, trying to fight it.
Right. And suddenly you don't hear another word about it, because if you look at one of the pictures of her where she's standing holding Archie, she has 6 toes on one of her plates.
There's that poster I was trying to show everybody there.
Yes, there's the poster.
Yeah, so welcome Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess, and the Archewell Foundation, of course.
Yes.
Mental health affects every single person.
There's their Archewell guy.
Affects every single person.
These events look so boring.
The more you talk about it, the more you can kick stigma away, far, far away, into the long grass. And then everybody will have the opportunity to be able to share.
Oh my God, he's the worst motivational speaker I've ever heard in my life.
He gets
the stigma into the long, long grass.
He gets done with that, and then she gets her mic and goes, "See why I married him? He's so smart." And I'm just like, gag me.
Well, they're getting a lot of press. This is the beginning of it. There's so much happening as they're out there in these events, and yes, Sue will be covering it every day. We'll cover some more next week as we get it. But it's all very, very exciting to see this worldwide privacy tour continue as they go out there and share Meghan's new heritage. Lots of clips and things will be coming. But overall, like, it's just it's so obvious, of course, that she's doing this. But and I'm careful. I don't want to play a lot of stills because some of her photographers are very annoying. But it's just such a frustrating, forced opportunity to now try to, again, paint Meghan in a certain way. Do you agree?
I do. They're trying to rehab her image. This isn't helping. Going to an elementary school in this kind of outfit we're in a country that favors modesty is just not that great. And I got to tell you one other thing. I saw on Twitter a teacher on Twitter who wrote that when celebrities go to the schools, they usually bring gifts for the teachers, for the students, and these multimillionaires showed up and left and with absolutely nothing. They were nothing in their hands.
Whoa. Sue, their gift is their presence, because, they show up and do good. That's the gift. It's wrapped in a nice, maybe, I bet you she brought some jam.
No,
that jam's way too expensive and way too, she can't give cans of jam. It would make the value less. Here she is speaking.
Nigerian. As I look around this room, I see myself in all of you as well.
I see myself in all of you as well. Like, as if they see themselves in you. Like, what is she talking about?
Well, did you hear the part where she said, Lily looked at me and she could see her reflection in my eyes. And she said, Mama, I see myself in you. And she said, oh, it resonated with me because I see myself in her and I see myself in all of you. And I'm going, word salad. Like, come on. Don't you have anything original to say? Anything at all?
No. And this is just one big glorious photo op to make her, to lift her up, and as all it's all over. But Harry's telling all the students okay to have a bad day as they are seen smiling. Oh, what a wonderful experience, and they're all sharing the same clips. But there it is. Meghan and Harry are now Nigerian superstars. Yeah, it is weird. They're welcoming her home. I wonder how quick until they get Markle. Do you know what I mean?
Did you see the picture of Harry being gifted the framed photo of him and his mother, and he sniffed the photo, the picture?
No.
I'll send it to you.
Oh, God, these two are so weird. Well, guys, it's ongoing. It's going to be happening, right, all through the weekend?
all through the weekend. So on Monday, I always put 3 videos out on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So my 3 videos on Monday are going to be day 1, day 2, and day 3. Every visit, all the videos, everything.
So make sure you subscribe to Sue over there. Sue Smith Long Sally. Give her a follow. She's always very supportive of this channel. And yes, Steph will be doing that next week, because next week is our guest week. I won't be in studio. I'm going to LA to film some projects and things, documentaries and such. And she'll be taking over. We've banked some really good stuff, though, for next week on Planet. And she's going to take over Palace and bring in guest stars. I hope, Sue, you're one of them. But we'll be having some guest stars for Steph to interact all next week. And I'm sure she'll be reacting to the Nigeria tour. So make sure, if you haven't already subscribed here, subscribe over to Sue, subscribe over to Steph, hit the bell for alerts, smash that thumbs up as well, leave a comment down below. Are you excited to see more? And do you believe she's Nigerian? I want to hear what your thoughts are. Let us know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching here, and stay tuned for more on Popcorn Palace.